Hey, what is up? Facebook world, Ricky V here. Happy Friday. I wanted to make sure I did a Facebook Live this week. My daughter told me to only make it 2 minutes, so I think she meant 20 minutes. So I'm going to just make it shorter today. Hope everyone's having an incredible Friday. If you're just tuning in, drop a comment below. Let me know where you're coming in from. I'm going to do a quick Facebook Live. I'm going to cover something cool that I think is cool. Hopefully you find it to be cool. But hey, I hope everyone's having a great Friday. If you're just coming in, drop a comment below. Say what's up. What's up, Beth? What's up, Jade? Good to see you all on. If you find any value on this Facebook Live, share it on your Facebook walls. Tag your team members. Also, click the subscribe button so you can subscribe to my Facebook Lives that I'll continue to do throughout the year so you can get first notifications there. But anyways, hope everyone's having a happy Friday. It's an amazing day out here in Utah. It's kind of crazy sometimes. You know, sometimes it's like it goes 5-6 days, sunny weather, and then boom, we get hit with snow for 3 days, and then it's back to being warm and sunny again. Today is warm and sunny, so I'm excited. What's up, Lenka? What's up, Shani? Good to see you. Drop a comment below. Let me know where you're coming in from because I see Australia, I see the UK, I see the US, I see people all over the map right now, but hope everyone's having an incredible Friday. So, let's start it off like this again. If you are committed to making 2018 the biggest, baddest, sexiest year of your life, drop a 1 in the comment below. Let me know that you're motivated. Let me know that you're committed. Drop a 1 in the comments if you're having an amazing Friday. Let me know if you are motivated today. Let me know if you're committed to making this the best year of your life. I know I am, as always. Drop 1s below for me. What's up, Danielle? Hey, Lenka, glad it's the same for you. By the way, if you find value in this live, share it on your Facebook wall. I'm going to keep this generic. I'm going to keep this fun, and I'm going to go ahead and make shit happen here. Shouldn't have said that. I'm going to make it happen here. And so I never script anything when I do Facebook Lives. This is how I tend to have more energy and excitement because I got to wing it from the head, and so I'm just always, in motion. But that's how I live my life. I always love being on the go. I love being in motion. I love speed. I just love it. I just thrive on it. And so today I'm going to do it a little bit differently because I want to talk about something. I was reading this book. I made a commitment to read about a book a week this year. So far, I'm about that average right now, about a book a week. And I just got done reading this book. Now, this book was super awesome. You guys should go ahead and pick it up. Aspire, awesome book. Go buy it. What's up, Jared? What's up, Jane? What's up, Trent? What's up, Amber? Hey, drop a comment below where you're coming in from. Drop a 1 in the comments below if you're excited about this year, if you're committed about making this year the biggest, baddest, sexiest year of your life. I know I am. This is me dropping ones. What's up, Amber? Hey, so we're going to talk about something real quick, and then my daughter said, hey, Dad, you can only be 2 minutes, so I got to talk more than 2 minutes. I'm going to make it 20, and then we're going to just go out and have some fun today because, as I said before, out here in Utah, it's a few days of snow, it's a few days of sun, a few days of snow, a few days of sun. Today, it's warm. I'm going to go out and enjoy it, but I hope everyone's having an amazing Friday. By the way, real quick, drop a 1 in the comments below, too, if you love residual income. This is all going to be ones. Drop a 1 below if you love network marketing. Drop a 1 below if you love residual income. Drop a 1 below if you love personal development. Drop a 1 below if you're just fired up. I'm excited. Life is good. There's a lot of great stuff happening day in and day out. I'm blessed, and I know you are as well. But okay, we're going to get into this. So I've been reading about a book a week, okay? Now, I don't know how many books you all read, but I took a look at myself last year and I was like, man, I'm really slacking. I'm not really even reading that many books. I was listening to a lot of audios, which is good, but I wanted to just challenge myself differently and I wanted to start reading books, right? So last year I maybe read like 12 books, right? About a book a month, but I wanted to speed up the process. Why? Because I was reading a Brian Tracy book, and Brian Tracy said that if you want to triple your income, guaranteed, if you want to guarantee to triple your income in 6 months, okay? So I don't know how much money you're making, but let's just say you're making $3,000 a month. Okay, if you want to triple your income in 6 months and make $9,000 a month, okay, he said the formula is to read 30 pages of a good book every single day, to read at least 30 minutes of, no, never mind, it's an hour. Read an hour of your profession, whatever profession you're in. Read an hour of some personal growth development book, whatever it is, just read, right? They say leaders are readers, right? I guess that's true, but the whole point is that he's the one thing, like I always look for little nuggets when I read a book. If I find something that's good, I apply it. And the one thing that I found in one of his books was like, hey, you want to guarantee your income to triple over the next 6 months? Hey, go ahead and read an hour a day of something good, right? So this is how I've been averaging about a book a week, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less, depending on the the sides of the book, but I was reading this book called Aspire, okay? Now, this is the first time that I just decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to do a Facebook Live on one specific chapter, okay? So I took some notes here, and we're going to make this happen. So, and by the way, if you're tuning in, let me know where you're coming in from. Drop a 1 below if you're excited, if you're committed to making 2018 the best year of your life. I know I am. I'm having an incredible Friday, and I hope you are as well. So we're going to talk about something, and I'm going to kind of look down a little bit here, but the whole chapter is called it's called All In, okay? But it's spelled O-L-L-I-N, All In. And the reason why is because they say that the Aztec calendar, all over the Aztec calendar, there's this word that's O-L-L-I-N, all in, right? Also, in a lot of their instruments, there's that. And basically what it means is that it's an expression of immense depth and conveys intense and immediate movement, okay? And it's spelled all in, O-L-L-I-N, right? Pretty cool. Now, the next thing is that in another language, the word all in, spelled O-L-L-I-N, means to move and act now with all your heart, right? To move and act now with all your heart. That's what it means in a language. Now, in Hungary, it means that there's a similar word that basically means you're focusing the weight, your entire effort. It basically means to put all your weight behind what you're doing. Put your entire weight behind what you're doing, right? And I think that's important because you know, you tend to look at a lot of doubters, right? A lot of self-doubters, right? You make decisions in your life based around what you think you can do, what you think you can't do, right? You base decisions based off the past, right? You look at your last 5 years, 6 years, 7 years in this industry, and you say, hey, in order for me to be successful, you're basing it off of your past. You're not truly all in. Because here's what I'll tell you. The moment that you go all in into something, all your heart, all your effort, all your thoughts, all your intensity, everything just on every level, the moment you go all in, well, I should say until you get to that moment in your life, nothing happens fast and nothing happens forever, right? So I don't know if you've ever experienced this, but drop a 2 in the comments below if you ever experienced a moment in your life where you went all in. There's been various moments in my life where I've gone all in different things. This doesn't mean that you have to be all in into something for 5 years or 3 years. Like, let me give you a quick example. I was in a network marketing company. I was going for a promotion. There was 2 days for me to hit that specific promotion, and I needed about 5,000 in volume. Now, there was only 2 days left. My team was basically done working, right? My team was done working. They were kind of just vacationing already because I think it was around Christmas time or whatever. So I told myself, you know what? I looked at that goal, okay, and this is how you go all in. I looked at that goal and I said, okay, 4,000 in volume in 2 days. I basically have to be the one to produce that myself. So what ended up happening was I had this thought. My thought was, hey, it's okay. We're going into a new month and into a new year anyways. I'll just hit this promotion next month. Now, the problem with that kind of mentality was that it wouldn't get me anywhere. And quickly, because of a book I was reading at that time, which was Success Through a Positive Mental Attitude, I changed my thought process really, really fast. And so I said, you know what? I'm going to close in on that 4,000 myself over the next 2 days. And here's what I did. Number one, I did not let any doubt, any type of doubtful thought creep into my mind. The moment I felt like something was happening, I would turn on some music. I would get hyped up. I would listen to some audios, whatever it was. I did whatever it took to keep my mind positive, to keep my thoughts on my goal. That's the first thing I did. The second thing I did is I worked really, 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 really hard that day. Like, I was reaching out to people left and right. I must have talked to a couple hundred people that day. And guess what? At the end of the very first day, nothing had happened. I still needed 4,000 in volume to actually complete that promotion, right? So what ended up happening was the next day I woke up in the morning and I looked at my goal. I said, okay, I need 4,000 in volume today. It's not going to happen. And then my second thought was, no, it is going to happen. My third thought was, I will stay up until midnight until this thing gets done. My fourth thought was like, screw that. I don't want to stay up until midnight. I was like, I'm going to get this done as soon as possible. So what ended up happening was I recommitted to that goal in my mind, in my intents, in my effort and everything. And for the next probably 4 or 5 hours, I kept running up and down the stairs. There was a new application that I would put in like every 20 minutes. I was getting an order. It was the craziest. It was crazy. You can ask my wife. Like, I was just, hey, I got another order in, put this app in. Hey, I got another order in, put this app in. Hey, I got another order and put this app in. And I was just committed. Around 3 p.m. that day, I closed in on 4,000 in volume by myself in those few hours, right? The lesson I learned was this. The lesson I learned was that if I wouldn't have been all in, if I would have been like, hey, you know what, it's cool, I'll hit it next month. If I would have been like, hey, you know what, it's fine, it's a new year coming up, I'll just stretch myself then, I wouldn't have proved to myself that I could get it done. And so what I proved to myself was that if you can go all in on one specific goal and make it happen, like it can just get crazy. It can change your life. What's up, Pam? What's up, Donna? What's up, Amanda? Hey, thanks for tuning in. If you're gaining value off this Facebook Live so far, drop a 3 in the comments below. Share this with other people on your Facebook page. Tag some people. Hey, you know what? We like to have fun here. And again, if you're committed to making 2018 the best year of your life, the baddest year of your life, the sexiest year of your life, drop a 1 in the comments below because I'm excited. So the whole point is that until you've made that decision, no matter what it is, it could be whatever, right? Because that's the thing is like you can say, hey, I'm gonna, get in shape this year. You don't really know if that's true or not. Until you really get committed, nothing is gonna happen. Like nothing in the, like there's, like it's like, and nothing, everything works if you work, nothing works if you don't work, right? But you gotta get committed. So you take a look at, so I was in this book, the guy's talking about how he goes up and he wants to jump off a plane for the first time, right? He wants to go skydiving for the first time. So what ends up happening was, he gets on a plane and the instructor had said, hey, when I tell you to jump, you got to jump, because if you hesitate or if you don't jump, or if you hesitate while you're jumping, you may not jump as far as you need to, and you may actually end up hitting the wing of the plane. And we all know what happens when you hit the wing of the plane, right? So so he's like, all right, whatever. So he's on this plane and the instructor says, jump. And the guy just stands still, right? Like the guy just stood still. But the instructor had said, if you don't jump, I got to come over there and I got to basically kick you off the plane. And so he saw the instructor get up, start to walk over and just kick him off the plane. And and before he did it, he just jumped as far as he could. So the whole point is that you got to be committed on everything in life. Whether you're skydiving, you better make that jump, right? Whether you got some goal, you better commit to that goal and get it done. Allow zero excuses in your life. Like there can be absolutely nothing that can get in your way, because guess what? If someone's already done it, like that's the crazy part is like you judge yourself based off of the past. You judge yourself based off what you've done 4 years ago or what you haven't accomplished 4 years ago. And you forget that there is a higher power out there that can allow you to help you hit your goal at any moment in time. And you got to recommit yourself to a different future. You got to start playing a new movie in your mind. You look at Henry Ford in the book Think and Grow Rich, when he wanted to create the 8-cylinder vehicle. There was a lot of people that were like, hey, that's impossible. He's like, I don't care. Like, just get it done. Like, he was committed to that goal. It didn't matter. He just like keep working on it until it happens. And people told him over and over and over again that it was impossible. It couldn't be done. It couldn't get done. And anytime someone said it couldn't get done, he was just like, hey, get it done. Like, you work for me. You got to get it done, period. And guess what happened? Boom. Next thing you know, just by like magic, it just worked, right? Because he never allowed any negative thought, any doubtful thought. He just continued to recommit to his goals. So all in, right? All in, right? If you are all in your goals, if you are all in your dreams, drop a 4 in the comments below. I want to know if y'all are committed to making this year the best year of your life, because I know I am, and you got to get committed to that, okay? And one of the things about being committed, guys, is you can't just say, hey, I'm committed. You can't just announce it to the world like, hey, I'm committed. You got to start taking those action steps day in and day out. One of the things that I do that has really worked for me a lot before has been to grab a spiral notebook, an empty notebook, and write down my goals for the year, right? Whatever it is, it could be a new house, it could be a new car, it could be a specific kind of income, and I write it down. And I write down that goal every single morning, and I write down that goal every single night, and I look at my goals all day, every day. I have pictures of my goals on my phone, I have pictures of my goals on my wall, right? Like I surround myself and I immerse myself. In order to have a true commitment, you must immerse yourself. You got to immerse yourself into a point in your life where all you're thinking about is almost like this obsessive thing that you're obsessed with your goal, because you can't just say, hey, it can't just be something that you do. It's got to become a part of you, right? Like you can't just say, hey, I'm going to, like it has to become you. You have to embody your goal before it even happens. So I'm going to say this, okay? One of the things that I read in this book that was really, really important, by the way, Pam, shout out to you for having a 4, being committed. But hey, you know what? I'm fired up, and I'm going to say this. When I was reading this book, it's talking about all in, going all in, right? Going all in on your goals, going all in on whatever. But there was a specific page that said, in order to go all in, you first have to go all out, right? So what does that mean? Like that simply means that in order to go all in into something, you also got to go all out of something, right? Meaning, like, for me, it was like, hey, you know what? Like last year, right? Like I gained like 20 pounds throughout the year, right? Why? Because I was just eating a bunch of garbage. So in order for me to first go all in on my goal, in order for me to be like, hey, I'm going to go all in and lose some weight, I first had to go all out. I had to go all out and get rid of all the garbage. I had to go all out and get rid of all the sugars. I had to go all out of eating all the flours and salts. I had to first go all out, and then I could go all in on smash my goals. I could go all in and eat healthy. I could go all in and exercise. I could go all in and just make stuff happen. Georgie is saying, what book is it? It's called Aspire by Kevin Hall. He's a network marketer, man. It's a good book, so you got to read it for sure. A lot of good nuggets in there. What's up, Chris? So good to see you on. So in order for you to go all in, you first have to go all out. Get out of anything toxic. Get out of anything that doesn't serve you. Like, this is the moment in your life where you got to think like, hey, listen, 10 years is going to go by so fast. And in 10 years, you know what's crazy is that, like, people think that time stands still. And people think that opportunity waits for them. Opportunity and time waits for nobody. It's always, 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 always ticking. Don't allow another 10 years of your life to go by without you accomplishing anything significant. Don't allow 10 years of your life to go so fast where you look back and you're like, gosh, I wish I would have got started earlier. I wish I would have got started when I was younger. No, you got to erase that now. Because I've seen people change their lives at every single age. I've seen them change their lives at 13, 17, 20. I've seen people join the industry of network marketing at age 50 and go out and make millions of dollars, right? What I'm saying is that opportunity is always there. Think now, act now, make it happen. And this is something like random, but once you have gone all out, and then once you've decided to go all in, you got to push, man. You got to work hard. You're gonna be faced with a lot of challenges, a lot of obstacles, a lot of stuff is gonna happen, a lot of rejections, a lot of failures. It's just part of the process, and you got to keep pushing and pushing and pushing and pushing. I was listening to Eric Thomas. And one of the things he was saying was that, like, you know, you picture like women that get pregnant, right? Shout out to all the women that get pregnant, right? I always tell women, like, y'all have superhero powers, right? Like, my wife, she can carry our baby for like hours. And then as soon as I'm carrying the baby, it's like, 5 minutes, and I'm like, oh my gosh, my arm's getting sore. Because men can't do what women do. It's like the craziest thing. And I know you guys feel me on this if you've had kids. Anyway, so the whole point is that Eric Thomas says, you got to push, right? So what happens, right? Like a woman gets pregnant. It takes 9 months, right? Not 9 days or 9 minutes. There's no instant gratification. It takes 9 full months, right? And during that time, right, you're dealing with a lot of like objections, whether it's heartburn, whether it's morning sickness, whether you're not feeling good, whether you're feeling tired all the time. Like, there's all these things that you're dealing with, right? And just when it gets to month number 9, when the baby's ready to come out, the baby doesn't just come out, right? Like, you got to push, right? Do one push, do another push really, 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 really hard. And then boom, out comes the baby crying, right? So there's no blessing without going through that journey. There's no blessing at the end of that unless you're pushing, unless you're going through those obstacles, unless you're making it happen, unless you're failing over and over and over again, and you push really, 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 really hard, even when you don't feel like it. And then finally, boom, you are hit with that blessing. I know there's been certain moments in my life where things have just gone sour. Things have gone south. Nothing's worked out for me. And I just kept pushing, and I just kept pushing, and I kept pushing. And it's almost like the moment where I made my last push and said, hey, you know what? Like, I hand this over to the universe. All of a sudden, it just came in and started flowing in. So it's pretty crazy. But the point is that you gotta be committed. You gotta go all out, and then you gotta go all in, and then you gotta push, 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 and then boom, the blessing hits. Anyways, happy Friday, you all. Ricky V here, Facebook Live. I'm excited. It's like in 2 days from now, it's April, right? So January, February, March, April. Like, can you believe that? Time is already going by fast. This year is almost halfway over. It's a crazy part. So before I get going, drop a 1 in the comments below if you're fired up. Drop a 1 in the comments below if you're excited about making this year the best and baddest and sexiest year of your life. Drop a 1 in the comments below if you're committed to going all out and going all in. Drop a 1 in the comments below if you're having a great Friday. Drop a 1 below if you are grateful for anything in your life today, which if you're alive, you should be dropping 1s like crazy. For me, I know it's 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, because I'm fired up. And with that, I think my 20 minutes are up. I think my little girl is timing me, so it's time for me to hop off. Hope everyone has an incredible Friday. Take care, you all.